Hi, I'm Marty Nemko, and this little essay is called Baby Steps to Career Contentment. Note that I didn't say career happiness. That's mainly what gets portrayed on Oprah. In the real world, career contentment is all we can reasonably aspire to. After all, countless people with so-called dream careers like performer or politician have drug problems, relationship problems, even commit suicide. Here, as usual, I try to be practical. And so here are some realistic baby steps toward what many people never attain, career contentment. First, on choosing a career. Don't be too granular in identifying your core abilities, your skills, your values, and your interests. That's usually an exercise in impracticality. It's all well and good to complete all those tests and checklists, but you usually come up with something unrealistic or a needle in a haystack. Or you're unhappy on the job that you get because it turns out different than you expected, or merely because you got a lousy boss, too long commute, or your answers to those questions on those tests turn out to be wrong. Career inventories are notorious for invalidity because few people know themselves well enough to answer accurately, or because we change. What was right a year ago may be wrong today. So, it's usually wise to just pick the one or two of the following core abilities that best reflect who you are. Are you a word person, a people person, artistic, entrepreneurial, a build-it-fix-it person, or an office detail person? If you're still in school, take courses and do papers and fieldwork in an area that you think would sustain your interest, like butterflies, nuclear energy, brain science, whatever. Do prioritize under-considered fields. It's risky to follow the madding crowd to entertainment, to politics, the environment, the arts, or sports. Too often people who aspire to those end up with no better than volunteer work or too low pay work or as baristas or Uber drivers. There just are too many wannabes in those hot fields. More often leading to career contentment is to use your personal connections, a relative, a friend, a parent of a friend who could help you get a career launchpad job that's better than you'd likely get on the open market. That's true even if the job is far from your dream. Let's say, for example, your aunt is a manager in a scrap metal business. You could care less about scrap metal, but compared with the job you'd get just by answering ads, your aunt is more likely to give you meaningful work and the opportunity to learn about, for example, people, processes, management, maybe sales, marketing. With that expertise, which you would describe in your resume, even that ostensibly yucky job could well help launch you to a job and career you'll like better. Now let's talk about finding career contentment when you're on the job. Yeah, you gotta suck up. Unfortunately, our bosses and coworkers aren't robots, they're people, and most people champion their suck-ups. More substantive, do keep learning. Oh, by the way, I'll say, not only they may claim they want people who disagree, but deep down, or in practice at least, they prefer suck-ups. Most of them at least. Anyway, more substantive, do keep learning. Ask questions at what I call the Hey Joe school. Hey Joe, how do you do X? Check out Google found articles and videos on issues you're currently facing. Unlike the content in courses, just-in-time learning is always relevant, and you'll use and remember it because it is just-in-time learning. Do keep your eyes peeled for a mentor. Start with just a mere question and see if that spawns a relationship. Maybe take short courses. Time is your most valuable possession, so think 3 times before succumbing to the structure and comfort of a full course, let alone a certificate full, let alone a degree full. That, what I call U University approach, usually teaches you more of relevance and more quickly. Need support? Get a tutor to help you over the rough spots and answer your questions. Learn public speaking. That's a solid way to get your competence known without you having to brag. Need help? Try joining a Toastmasters group. It offers a fine model for improving public speaking, and it's social. There are chapters of Toastmasters all over the world. You don't like one? Try another. Supplement with avocation. Few careers are sufficiently satisfying to create a life. Fill in with relationships and an avocation or two, for example, sports, music, art, writing, or my favorite, acting or working behind the scenes in community theater. And finally, try to view your career glass, as half full. People who run around changing jobs and careers usually end up bringing their malaise with them, and they're no happier. They just have a job hopper resume. Unless you're confident you're going to be happier elsewhere, focus on making the most of the job and the life that you have. You won't always succeed at thinking half full. We all sometimes succumb to malaise. But make 3/4 full the aspiration. And that is my best advice on finding career contentment. Anyway, I do call that Baby Steps to Career Contentment. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 30 books. Perhaps most relevant would be Careers for Dummies, How to Do Life, and my book Baby Steps. All 30 are on Amazon. Just go there and search on my name, Marty Nemko, Nemko, and you will find more than you can stomach. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.